Hi, and welcome to a shameless product placement on Today with Paul. Today I have another shameless plug for you instead of a product, as it were. Well, you know, there's product associated here, I won't lie about that. But mostly I'm here to talk about Chilibowl Mullet Man, aka, John Scoggin, aka Chilibowl Mullet Man, just so you all get that nice and proper. So anyways, as anybody's been watching this channel long enough knows, I've interviewed Chilibowl Mullet Man quite a few months ago, had the privilege, and he was a very, very nice person. I got to know him a little bit that day, and then was fortunate enough to actually be interviewed myself for the Chilibowl Mullet Man documentary by Travis Lickey. And that's a nice little shout out to Travis Lickey out there. Any of y'all want to go see that documentary, you go ahead and click on over to Lickey Pops on YouTube.com. It's LICKEYPOPS on YouTube.com. Go check them out. Now, also for anybody who's too lazy for that and you're on my main page already, go down into the liked list that I have, and you search through that. I've been adding quite a few things lately, but yeah, it's in there. Chilibowl Mullet Man documentary is in there. But my big thing I was so excited about, a friend at work just so happened to inform me that Chilibowl Mullet Man actually made the Springfield's own magazine. And there you go, right on the cover. Front page, baby. And with that being said, here's a little shout out to Miss Erica out there. I appreciate you bringing this to my attention, because oh my goodness, I was so stoked that day. I pretty much was like, yeah, okay, awesome, this is making the channel, and here's what we're gonna do today. I hate to tell you, but if you're not very interested in hearing the article, you might want to turn somewhere else, or who knows what. Go check out another Today with Paul video. Maybe even click on over to my buddy Mr. BMJ on YouTube.com. That's Black Magic Johnson on Facebook. You know, and of course, please share and like, subscribe over there, just like you're gonna do with Travis Lickey. So anyways, here he is, front cover. Oh my goodness, couldn't believe it. And then we're gonna go ahead and flip inside here and just have it handily bookmarked there. And look at him, he's just having all kinds of fun with this. This is nice. They got him on a nice blue sunny day. I mean, just wonderful. And so we're gonna go ahead and read this. And I love the lettering on that. That's cool. They matched it up with his personality perfect. I mean, everything he loves, they pretty much just put it right on point. Look at that. Congratulations, Chilibowl. Let me tell you, that is incredible. Now here you go on the inside. I'm gonna make sure I get all of this for you. You got him in quite a few poses and all that. Pretty dang neat, if you ask me. I mean, you know, print publication is kind of on that on the downslope right now anyway, so for anybody to make it, well, he did pretty well. Okay, there you go. So there he is. And let me make sure here, but yeah, that's the whole article there. So anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and read this article to you, because there's some information in here that any one of you interested in Chilibowl out there, maybe you don't know, and maybe you don't have a copy of Springfield's own magazine. Maybe you don't even know where to find one. So let me, I got my water here. As you can tell, I'm gonna be talking a little bit, so bear with me. One more sip where we get started though, okay? There we go. So here we go. Here's how the article starts. 2018 has been the year for local celebrity and man about town, John Scoggin, aka Chilibowl Mullet Man. It marks the 30th anniversary of Scoggin's signature haircut. No, it's not a recent gimmick by a long shot. Additionally, he was recognized as a Springfield icon at this year's Down Home Music Festival, and with area filmmaker Travis Lickey released a Chilibowl Mullet Man documentary this summer. But underneath the haircut, who is a man of intermingled renown and mystery? Find out. I'm a jack of all trades, quote unquote. I'm just do odds and ends stuff, small stuff for people, family, and that kind of thing, end quote. And so, Scoggin divulges, quote, I'm not someone who sticks around too long and just head off from one thing to the next, end quote. Maybe that this itinerant nature is partly to be credited for Scoggin's rise to ready recognition. But as his wanderings out and about offered opportunities for area Facebookers and Instagrammers to capture and share images of him and his signature coiffer. I don't know how to coif, I think that's how you pronounce it. I'm learning every day here on Today with Paul, as you know we do. Creating something resembling a jovial ad hoc cryptid society. Not quite sure what they mean by that, but anyways, interesting mix of words. It started in 2010, and then it just grew into what is today, Scoggin comments. And that was a quote as well. Now, here we go, quote. It was basically random pictures of me heading from one location to the next, like County Market, or I'm hitting the China Walk, or I'm heading off to the bus stop, or whatever. Just random stuff. Somebody started a Facebook page and someone put me on there back in 2010. Then it just grew a whole bunch of numbers and people started noticing that. Then after that, someone else started another Facebook page in 2012 and everybody got a kick out of that, and it just kept growing and growing and growing. More people started getting more interested, and before you know it, now everybody's getting into it, end quote. Scoggin, by all accounts, and they are legion, one of the most good-natured guys one could hope to meet. Appreciated the phenomenon just as much as anyone. That's a little sip on my beverage. Thank you. I was very open-minded about it, he says, quote unquote. The thing about it was nothing but positive reviews. People actually liked it. That was respect. Everybody loves respect. Everybody deserves respect. I mean, why not? End quote. Scoggin has since leaned into the Chilibowl Mullet Man persona, now managing his own Facebook page with friends and creator of several other popular local pages, including 217 Problems. Brian Burns. On the official Chilibowl Mullet Man page, Scoggin posts a stream of homespun memes, highlights from his daily life, and in contrast, I'm sorry I'm boring you so much, Buster. I know this is a long article. This guy's all tuckered out already. Anyways, get some good rest, pal. I love you. All right, let's go. Let's get back to the article, shall we? Okay, where were we at? Okay. Anyways, on the official Chilibowl Mullet Man page, Scoggin posts a stream of homespun memes, highlights from his daily life, and in contrast to early community photos snapped. Sarah, they got me with another one. Oh my, God love them. We're gonna try to say this the best I can. Surreptitiously from behind, happily poses for selfies with his Chili fans at various Springfield events or out on his regular rounds. Of course, Chilibowl Mullet Man's a pedestrian, and John, if you're watching out there, after a recent breakup in the last few months, I'm finally back out there as well. I got my pedestrian card back, so to speak, so I'm right there with you, pal. So, who knows, maybe I'll run into you down the sidewalk one time, you never know. Anyways, quote, people get a kick out of it, they go nuts because they want a picture, too. It's like it just makes them feel special in some way, like I just met a totally awesome celebrity, end quote. Scoggin laughs. As a more witting and willing public figure, Scoggin has really made the rounds. And it doesn't matter if it's public schools, no matter if it's police, fire, ambulance, regular people like you and me. That was a quote as well. Sorry, I'm trying to keep up with these quotes. I put a lot of quotes in here from John, which is great. Love that. So, and Scoggin details, quote, everybody is getting a kick out of it. I've been on a radio station many times. Let's see here. I was on 99.7 The Mix and even the DVR morning show with Julie and DJ Blank. They love me. I've been in a friendly Chevrolet commercial. I've even ended up on an MTV Ridiculousness episode that went national across the world, end quote. More than a simple television commercial, however, friendly Chevrolet media producer Travis Lickey, also an independent photographer and filmmaker, first approached Scoggin with a proposal to produce a full Chilibowl Mullet Man documentary. Lickey had recently moved back to Springfield from Chicago and was casting about for a compelling film project when an old acquaintance apprised him of the low-key local celebrity. Tasty. So one day, Scoggin relates, quote, end quote, quote again, I was getting ready to go inside the county market store, and then here comes out and says, what the? Are you the Chilibowl Mullet Man? End quote. And quote again, I say, yeah, that's me, all right. And he says, my name's Travis Lickey, and this is totally awesome because at the beginning, he thought it was just some guy with a wig. I'm here to assure you out there, folks, this is me talking, by the way, right now. It is not a wig. That is his natural, real hair, by the way. All right, let's get back to it. back to the quote here. What was it? I was at the wig part. Where was that part? Oh, some guy with a probably running around or whatever. He didn't realize it was actually a real person. End quote. The two exchanged information, and Lickey opened a dialogue with Scoggin about his concepts. Scoggin says, quote, he says, I just want to do a video with you in the most respectful way and put it out there. And we talked the details at first. We wanted to do a 30-minute documentary, but I figured we could bring more out. And we went and interviewed people here in Springfield about me. And then that turned out really well. Everybody loved that, end quote. The documentary was released on Facebook and YouTube on July 4th of this year. And believe you me, this guy was real excited to see that, especially when I saw that, I found out I made the documentary. I actually was put in there, and that was just amazing. So another thank you to Travis Lickey out there, and especially special thanks to a fellow creative, as you once told me. Thank you so much for my intro on Today with Paul. Much appreciated. Love that thing. You pushed me in a direction to where I went out there and said I have to have the editing tools to do this, and now my videos have become much richer as a part of it, I feel. And so thank you very much, Travis. But let's get back to this here article. So anyways, let's see. But Scoggin and Lickey are not done with the project yet, and that's true. I heard about this already, and I've been waiting to get nailed down more information here, so I've got it here today on Today with Paul. And so, quote, we're trying to do something else, Scoggin says. We want to see wherever we can put the director's cut in a small theater, end quote. Scoggin and Lickey have their sights set on the Legacy Theater on Lawrence Avenue for the documentary's premiere. And to that end, have organized a GoFundMe campaign seeking $2,000 for theater rental fees, as well as the production of attendant merchandise and home video release. Quote, I just want to get the traction out there, says Scoggin, and then we can do things like t-shirts, hats, and we could do a special DVD set that has the theatrical cut, director's cut, behind the scenes, audio commentary, you know, the whole 9 yards. I've been trying to do anything and everything I can to keep this thing going huge. I want to get myself really out there. That's what this is all about, end quote. Meanwhile, and that actually was an article. I need. Speaking of which, I need another taste of this tasty beverage. Scoggin truly enjoys every day hearing from and interacting with his community of chili fans out there. I get messages every day, end quote, he enthuses. Quote, sometimes it's 2 messages, sometimes it's 1, sometimes it's 10, maybe even 20 of them. And it's just from random people because they saw a picture of me and they send that, end quote. Scoggin chalks up the consistency and longevity of this engagement to simply being a kind and affable person online and in the field, as it were. Let's see here. Quote, I treat people with nothing but love and respect, end quote, he affirms. Quote, I don't care whether you're thin, fat, husky. It doesn't matter what race you are. I treat everybody the same. That's just the way it should be, no matter your circumstances. And I get nothing but respect here in Springfield, end quote. And end of the article. Go ahead and give you another shot of this. Put that up there. And that, just awesome. But that's not the end of everything here. So that's the end of the article, but I've got some information to share with you. So here we go. Facebook page. You want to go over to facebook.com/Chilibowl Mullet Man. I've shared that before, but that's specifically how you throw it in there. The documentary. Well, I've already told you how you can find that, maybe in an easier way, but we got right here, we got the very specific link. So I'm going to go ahead and give that to you. That would be youtu.be/S4 lowercase x, uppercase x, lowercase h, uppercase m, lowercase u, uppercase x, lowercase s, lowercase y, uppercase a. And let's see if I can get that in the camera action there. I mean, maybe all this will just show up nicely. Hold that there for a minute. Okay, I think I got that pretty well, but we'll go ahead and finish off the rest of this information for you because, you know, I don't take chances here on Today with Paul, not these days, because I've always said it. Nothing goes perfect on this channel. As good as I like to plan things out, and you know what, that's okay, because that's just the way it is. So, nothing's perfect. You know, and there's a shout out to my brother Max out there from that note. He was just in town recently, and that was one of his big things. Nothing's perfect. I don't want anything to be perfect. You know, I like old beat up bicycles or motorcycles and whatnot. Yeah, it's not perfect. So anyways, here we go with the last information, and the most critical at this point, in fact. Now we're talking about the GoFundMe campaign to get it in theater. So you're going to want to go over to GoFundMe.com/Chilibowl Mullet Man. GoFundMe.com/Chilibowl Mullet Man. And go click on over there if you really feel that you think this would be a great experience. I think it will. And I'm going to certainly try to pony up some money myself if I can, because I think the dreams are great. And I've certainly said to both these wonderful men that I know in the past, but Travis Lickey and Chilibowl Mullet Man. So I would hope nothing but the best for you on this project, and hope that you finally achieve your goal of getting to the theater. Well, anyways, I want to thank everybody who stayed with me for this far through the video today, and also I want to thank you for sharing, liking, and subscribing as always. And of course, I hope to catch you next time. Peace.